Friends, in Vedic astrology, we have a very controversial statement and over which scholars keep on debating either to prove it right or to prove it wrong. That controversial statement goes like Karko Bhavanashaya. It means the significator spoils the house. People in general think that if a house is occupied by its significator, the house will get spoiled and its effects would fail to fructify. But it is not that everybody holds the same opinion about this statement. There are others who don't follow this statement or who don't believe that the occupation of a house by its significator plays to destroy the house and its effects. The interesting thing is that both the sides produce horoscope in their support. But the point which they in general miss, and this I am telling you on the basis of the arguments I have observed going on in various social media groups, that neither of the side is taking the other things in the horoscope into account or are not trying to look at the things in totality. They simply go by this statement, that is Karko Bhavnasai, meaning significator acts as a spoiler for the house if it is located in that house, and the other side say that no, this statement is not true. But what is the actual truth behind this statement? Whether it is a correct statement or it is a wrong statement. That astrologers in general fail to find out. Actually, all this happens because of our lack of knowledge about the basic principles of astrology or the factors that is to be taken into account while divinating a horoscope. But before going into that, I also want to make one thing clear, that each house has a number of significations, and the general statement that we found in the books or classical texts, that so and so planet is the significator of so and so house, is neither complete nor comprehensive, not even final, because for different things of the same house, significators keep on changing. Anyway, coming back to the point, to understand, if the presence of karka in the house for which it is the karka really destroys the house, or the destruction or enhanced fructification of the house is due to some other factors. So let us first take, as we know, that for fructification of the house, the three major factors that we take into account is the house, the lord of the house, and the significator of the house. If on the principle of average, we give percentage, equal percentage to all these three factors, each factor will get about 33.33 like that for that house. Now when karka, that is significated, is deposited in the house for which it is the significator, then what will happen? The energy field of the house will get exposed to other influences up to a very large extent. Almost 66.66% of the energy field of the house will be open for external influences, because 33.33 for the house and 33.33% for the significator. And since both are together in the house, so if any influence falls on that house, the exposure would be to the 66.66%. What I mean to say, under such condition, when significator is located in the house concerned, the house receives malefic influences from some dire malefic planets. The virulent influence will fall on the 66% energy field of that house. That means 66% of that house would get adversely affected because of the malefic influence falling on that house. As both the house and its significator gets simultaneously influenced by that malefic or virulent influence. Naturally, because of such a large number of or large percentage of the house conditions affected by the malefic influence, the fructification of the house concerned with that significator would get obstructed. It may not fructify, or there would be very small or decimal percentage of fructification of that effect. In that condition, we can say that the presence of the significator has worked as a spoiler for the fructification of the effects of the house. But on the other hand, suppose in that condition some strong good benefic influence falls on the house, then that will cover the 66% energy field of the house and would try to augment the fructification of the related effect from that house. In that condition, significator would act as a promoter for the fructification of the related effect. Therefore, we cannot say that either the significator serves as a spoiler of the house or as a promoter of the effects of the house. It all depends on the malefic or benefic influence received by the house from other planets, because the amount of fructification or the result of the house will depend largely upon the benefic or malefic nature of the influence. Malefic nature of influence will obstruct the result of the house. Benefic influence would promote the fructification of the concerned effects of the house. So, significator is not to be blamed or to be given credit. But the reality is that it all depends on the nature of influence received by the house. This is the truth about this statement. कार को भाव नाशाय. That means कि this is only half truth, not full truth. Taking a clue from here, my master Sri Jain Bhasin further extended this rule in some other form in his book Hora Satak, and that we will discuss in the second part of this video. Thank you.